Hey everybody, today I'm going to show you all how to make banana bread. Here's what you'll need: 3½ of over-ripened bananas, 1 stick of butter, ½ a cup of brown sugar, 1 cup of white sugar, 2 eggs, ½ a teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon cinnamon, ½ a teaspoon of baking powder, ½ a teaspoon of baking soda, and 1 tablespoon of vanilla. Now, and also 2 cups of sifted flour. Oh, here's what we'll need to do. Now, let me show you our bananas first. These bananas have seen better days. Now, when you're making banana bread, you always want to get these kind of bananas that are over ripened, because what happens is this is sugar. This is sugar that's developed inside, up under this rind. They get much sweeter. They get very sweet when they're over ripened. That's why you want to make sure that they're not, just plain yellow, because they're not as sweet. When they get like this, nice and sweet, that's what you're wanting. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our white sugar and our stick of butter. Our stick of butter is at room temperature. We want to go ahead, let me zoom in, get a good picture in on this, and we're going to cream the butter and sugar. This is very simple. You can use a handheld mixer, or you can just go on in this way and just go at it. Okay, this is the way I prefer. It doesn't take long at all. And what you're going to do is you're going to aim for this butter and this sugar to cream together. Okay, what you do is, like my grandmother always told me when she would make a pound cake, she said, keep stirring the butter and sugar until you can't hear that sugar anymore. See how you can hear the sugar? Okay, but I'll show you when this is done what it'll sound like. You won't hear the sugar at all. So take the time to cream this, and I'll be right back. Okay everyone, our butter and sugar is well creamed, and you see this? You can't hear it anymore. So that's what we're wanting. You can't hear that sugar, that grainy sugar. All right, this is what we're going to call our wet mixture. Next, we're going to put our vanilla right on in there. Let me get a bowl. I want to put my 2 eggs in. You always want to crack your eggs in a separate bowl to make sure that your eggs are nice and fresh. Okay, you always want to crack it in another bowl. Make sure you don't get any shells. Make sure you have a nice fresh egg. 2 eggs, just like so. Okay, and let's mix this just like this. This is a very simple recipe, a fun recipe that everyone loves. The adults love it, the kids love it, everyone loves it. And my cousin was over here the other day, and she was telling me how much she loves banana nut bread. And I said, bingo, I'm going to make my cousin a banana nut bread that she's going to love. So that's what I'm doing today. Making my cousin Nikki a banana nut bread. Okay, so just mix this just like this. Next, we are going to put our ½ a cup of brown sugar in. Just like so. All right, I'm still using my rubber spatula. Just like this. And then we'll set this aside. This is our wet mixture. When you're baking, that's my oven letting me know that it's ready. When you're baking, you normally want to have a wet mixture and a dry mixture. Just like this. This is ready, and we'll set it aside. Put that there. Now, let's grab our 2 cups of flour. All right, we're going to put our baking soda, our cinnamon, salt, baking powder. We're going to well incorporate those ingredients into the flour, just like so. Make sure you always scrape your sides because you want to get those ingredients that are on the sides also. Mix this well because you have those leavening agents, the baking soda and the baking powder. You want it to get well incorporated. Perfect. I love to make a banana nut bread with cinnamon. You have to put cinnamon in there, guys. It really does a trick. It really does a trick. It doesn't taste cinnamony, but it gives it a very good flavor. Okay, now let's set this aside. I have a half a cup of walnuts. I'm going to chop these walnuts, just give them a rough chop. And at this point, when you're dealing with your dry mixture, that's when you want to put your nuts in. Or if you're using like chocolate chips or raisins or cranberries, whatever you're using, you always want to put your nuts into your flour. Because if you don't, what will happen is when you bake your bread, the nuts will fall down to the bottom. But when you coat them with flour, they'll go all throughout the bread. That's a very simple trick. So even like if you're making chocolate chip cookies, you put those chocolate chips into your flour so they don't sink in that cookie. Okay? Let's cut these up kind of medium size. You don't want big huge chunks, but you don't want teeny tiny chunks either. Alright? The last banana bread that I made, I didn't use walnuts because my husband's not a fan of nuts. But this one isn't for him. I'm actually gonna make one for my cousin and one for us. And if my husband wants to eat it, he'll take the nuts out of this one. I'm sure he will. Okay. So now, let me show you the pieces. See that there? Perfect. Now I'm gonna incorporate the nuts into our flour. Let me zoom in. Just like so. Okay. All right, let's give this a good mix. Mix it well. Awesome. There we go. Get them nice and coated so they can float all through your beautiful banana bread. Awesome. Let's set these aside. And now, let me get a plate. And I'm going to show you how to mash the bananas, which is very simple. Nothing hard about this. Everyone knows how to peel a banana, right? And look, and you see how soft they are when they're over ripened. There's one. Here's two. This best banana. Always make sure they're over ripened when you're making banana bread. That'll give you the best banana bread you've ever had. I've seen some people, they will actually slice their bananas down into their mixture. And I don't choose that because I don't want big chunks of banana in my banana bread. So we're going to mash it. And like I said, today we're going to use 3 1/2. 3 1/2 is the perfect amount. Last banana bread I made, I used 3. Today's 3 1/2. No problem. Okay, now what better way to mash these than to use a potato masher and just go at it. There's no right way, no wrong way. Just mash it up. Okay? All right, get in there, guys. Just a little bit of elbow grease. Just like this. Let me finish mashing this and I'll be right back. Okay, everyone. The mashed bananas or mashed, nice and mashed. Let me show you. Just like baby food consistency. All right, now what we're gonna do, remember that wet mixture? We're gonna go ahead, since this is a wet consistency, we're gonna add it with our wet mixture and mix it well. Okay? I told you guys, this recipe doesn't take any time and it's so much fun. All right, here we go. I'm gonna put my plate over there in the sink. Okay, now we're just gonna well incorporate this. Just like so. I'm still using my soft spatula. So that shows you guys, you do not have to use a mixer. I've probably never used a mixture while making any of my breads. Well, any of my sweet breads, like zucchini bread, banana bread. Just like this. All right? And if you wanted to use, you know how we use the vanilla extract? If you wanted to use a banana extract, that'll be just fine also. No problem with that. Now it's time to incorporate our wet mixture with our flour mixture, our dry ingredients. All right, and you want to mix it well, but you don't want to mix it too long. If you mix it too long, you'll get like a dry bread, and we don't want that. We're not having that in this kitchen, right? Get all your goodness out of here, guys. Get all of this goodness out. It smells so good. Like you can smell the bananas and that vanilla. Ooh. All right. Go at it. Just kind of go in from the bottom and mix it. Just like this. And now let me show you. I have two pans like this, two loaf pans that I'm going to just grease well. I don't like to flour them. And we're going to preheat our oven on 350 and bake these. And now when I come back, I'm going to tell you how long they cooked, because cooking times vary. I know last time I made a banana bread, I told you guys a certain time and it was done before that time. So I'll give you the time that it cooked when it comes out, okay? And the way you want to check and make sure that your banana nut bread is done is you want to stick a toothpick or a clean fork or butter knife, whatever you may have, stick it right down in the middle of your bread. When it comes out nice and clean with no crumbs on it, it's done. Okay? And you always want to let it sit on a cooling rack before you slice down into it, okay? All right, we'll mix this up. I'm going to grease my loaf pans and I'll be back. Okay everyone, I have my loaf pans nice and greased with just a little bit of oil. I don't like to use the flour when I'm making breads. Alright, so now here we go. Let's go ahead. Put your mixture in evenly. Just kind of eyeball both of them, because they will rise. Okay, hold on, I'm left-handed. I have to... Okay, hold on, let's turn the bowl around. There we go. Awesome. Let's do the same for this one. I cannot wait to sink my teeth down into this. I'm going to get me a nice cup of coffee and a slice of banana bread, and I like to put a dab of butter on mine. Oh man, and go to town. Okay, now what you want to do, just kind of do this just like so, just to get the air bubbles out. That's the only reason why we do that. All right, let's do this one the same, just for air bubbles. If you have any on the side like this, make sure you take it off, because what will happen is that'll burn. All right, they're going in the oven right now on 350, and when they get done, I'll let you know what time or how long they cooked. I will slice them up and I'll let you know what they taste like. Be back. Okay, everybody, the banana nut breads are done. Look at these. Look at these. Now, what we want to do, we want to let these set for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, we can slice down into these bad boys. I'll be back, guys, when this cools down, and I'll let you know what it tastes like. Oh, by the way, they cooked for 45 minutes. Okay, everyone, the banana nut breads have cooled. Let's go ahead and take them out of their loaf pan. It should come out very simply, just like that. Woo, that's hot. Oh, yes, yes, yes. I'm so excited, guys. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Okay, came out with no problem. Now, let's go ahead and slice one of these up. Actually, let's see. I'll go ahead and put this one. Well, let's see. Let's see. Because I got to put that one back in the pan for my cousin because she's taking that one. I'm not going to cut that one. Let's go ahead, set that aside. Cut down into this one. What you want to use is a serrated knife, because if you use any other type of knife, it will tear your bread. So you use the sawing motion this way, just to slice down into this beautiful bread. Guys, you would not believe this beautiful smell that's coming from this. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Guys, we have did it again. We have done it again. Would you take a look at this? Oh my. Ooh. I'm going to give you guys a close-up here after I make this slice here. This one here versus the other one that I made 2 weeks ago. This one has a little bit more sugar in it. And this one has the walnuts in it. All right? Look, I want to show you. I want to show you how moist this is. Oh my goodness, look at this nut. Look at this, guys. Is this beautiful? Look how moist. Look at this, guys. Oh my goodness. Let me get a plate. I'm going to plate one of these up, and I'll let you know what it tastes like. I am so excited. Oh my goodness. I know this one has the walnuts in it, but I know my husband is not going to be able to resist. He's going to eat this even though it has nuts in it. I bet you guys. Oh man. Okay, look at this. I gotta go in. Look how soft. Oh, and moist. Oh my goodness, guys. Oh. That's it, guys. This is what you're looking for. Look at the big piece of that nut in there. This is what you're looking for. Nice crispy outside, nice and moist in the inside. This right here. This will make you want to smack your mama. If you make this for someone, whoever you make this for, they will absolutely love this. They'll be asking you for more. Look at this. Guys. I can't stop. I just can't. It's so tasty. If you all enjoyed this recipe, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, subscribe to my channel. And as always, God bless. Have a great night. And thank you for watching. That is